But I thought I would show you just like an overview of my makeup cabinet, cosmetics cabinet. On the top, you can't see, but there's a nail polish rack and then just some other things, nail polish remover, my hairbrush, cotton pads, you know, stuff like that I use all the time. This is from HomeGoods. I really like it because it has 2 shelves, and that was perfect for me. It has enough depth to fit all the things that I need, and it wasn't super expensive. But the other thing I like about it is that it has these windows, so you can still kind of see through it, which is nice. So when you open it up, on the bottom I have a bunch of makeup bags that I travel with or whatever. I could probably get rid of some of them, but like, you know, they're fine. They have uses. Did I say uses? They have uses. In here I have backup mascaras that are just different sample mascaras that I have. I have a few random pairs of lashes, and I'm not worried about anything in here because like I know I go through it. When I finish up a mascara, I just grab one from here, so I'm not worried about any of that. And then here are all of my samples. I have a ton. Again, I'm not worried about it because like they're free things. If I use them, great. If I don't, I didn't spend money on it, so it's not really a big deal. So all of my makeup is on top. I have a few different organizational pieces. I have like an acrylic system that I think is from HomeGoods. This is from HomeGoods as well. It is probably like it's probably meant to be a notebook organizer or something, but my palettes fit in it perfectly. And then I just have a little white container back here. I'll zoom you in a minute. But not all of my makeup stays here. I just wanted to kind of bring everything together so you could see it, like an overview. My everyday makeup bag, which has things like primers, powders, eyeliners, mascaras, things that I'm gonna use really frequently and don't want to have to like constantly come back here to reach for, are in here, and this stays on my counter, as does the really, I mean, everything else that I use on a regular basis, like my palette that I'm using at the moment, blush, highlight, any powders, foundations, that always sits on my counter so I can easily access it, and if I want to switch out a palette, I'll just do that. But I wanted to put everything back so that you could see it all together. Before I start though, I want to say that there are things in here that are way too old. I mean, I have lipsticks, like MAC lipsticks, that are, like, I don't even really want to tell you how old they are. Like, going on probably 8 years, which I know some of you are going to be like, what? You still have that? But they still smell fine, look fine, wear the same. I haven't had any problems with them. So I'm not going to be decluttering items just because they're old. If they happen to be old and I never use it and don't like it, then fine. I have no problem just throwing it away, getting rid of it. But I'm not just going to declutter things that are old, because honestly, that would be my whole entire collection. I have not bought makeup in a very long time, like things that I don't need something new of, obviously. Like, I haven't bought a makeup palette, like an eyeshadow palette, a blush, anything, like lip products, nothing in years. So this is what I've been working with for a long time. But yeah, I don't know if it's the fact that I keep my makeup in like a dark, enclosed space where it's not getting access to light that's kept it more fresh. With my powder products, within the past year, I'd say I've been really good about spraying my makeup down with alcohol. So for example, the Naked Palettes one is one that I've been using. I'll just open it up and just spray it down until I can see that the shadow has been wet, and that just prevents any bacteria from growing, and it definitely prolongs the just the product's life. So I'll zoom you in, and I think we're gonna go over this first. and I'll just kind of show you what's in it. This is going to be a really long video, by the way, because I'm going to be showing you like literally every single product that I have. So just beware. This is kind of a weird angle, but oh well. So the first things in here that I'm going to pull out are primers. I have the Cover FX Calming Primer. This is my Lorac eye primer. And I also have this CoverGirl Outlast primer that I stole from my mom. I'm keeping all of these. These are ones that I use on a regular basis. I also have, let's see, I have some powder products. This is a Neutrogena quad that I use, let's see, just for this shade. I set my like concealer on my eyes with that every day. I have this little trio of eyeshadows. I'm going to take this out of this bag because I don't use it as frequently. It's more of like a summertime product. And then I have a NYX powder. I think I'm just going to get rid of this, throw this into my empties because I have other powders that I've been using. So I'm going to set that to the side. These are products that I use every time I do my makeup. Well, most of the time. I have a green corrector for like acne spots. I'm going to keep that because that's the only thing that I have like that. I have my concealer that I use for my under eyes, and I have this matte concealer. It's the, what is it? The Studio Finish. This is not my best shade match for most of the time, but in the summer, I can, like when I'm more tan, I can just use this like all over my face as like a really, really basic look. And yeah, so I'm gonna keep it for that. Those are the only concealers that I have, so I'm not worried about it. I have my Buxom mascara, that's what I'm using now. My only brow product, the Essence Make Me Brow. And then I have this this Rimmel white eyeliner that I've been using for a while. I use it for my inner corner and love it. I have a ColourPop liner. This is the Mr. Bing. It's like a brown color. And then I have a Buxom black eyeliner. I hardly ever wear eyeliner, but I like having them because, you know, if I want it, then I want to have it, you know? And it's something so small that it's like not taking up a lot of space. And then I have both of these, the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. I have Milk and Yogurt. I think I'm going to put this back in my collection and just keep this one in my bag. This is something that I like putting on before I'm going to put on like a kind of lighter color that I want to pop more. So, I don't know. I think I'm just going to put these back in my collection because I don't use them a ton. Everything else is going to go back in this bag. So that's nice, more consolidated. This is such a weird angle, but I hope you can see that I'm going to start with my foundation products that are all right here. This is the one I'm currently using. It's the Wet n Wild, whatever this is, the Photo Focus. I'm definitely keeping this. I love it. But then I have a bunch of these that I'm just not sure about. Okay, I found a Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This looks like, how on this planet is that ever gonna match me? So that is going away. I also have just a few of these things. So I have this Garnier BB, but this is in the medium deep. This was a gift. There's no way that's gonna match me though, so I think I'll give that to my mom, see if it'll match her in the summer. I also have the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous in 110, which is creamy natural. Again, I think I'm gonna get rid of this or maybe give it to like one of my sisters to use as dance makeup. It's just, you know, it's not my favorite. I'm never gonna reach for it if I have something that I like better. So I have the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation. This is in Light Sand. You know what? I think I'm just gonna get rid of it. Like, I just don't love it, and I am obsessed with this, so I'm just never gonna reach for it, you know? I think I might do the same with this double wear. This is like the darker shade. This is 1W2 Sand. I also have 1W1 Bone, and this one's really full, and it's only a few months old, I think, so I'm going to keep that one. But I think I'm going to get rid of these too. I mean, like, for foundation, I'm totally satisfied having that. Like, why do you need more than one? Unless you like something that's really light coverage, but both of these are pretty full coverage products. I do prefer the Wet n Wild though, and it's way cheaper. So I'm just gonna set those to the side and we're gonna move on to, let's see. I mean, powders and stuff is pretty easy. I just have the NYX HD finishing powder. I just mentioned this in a haul. This is really good because it doesn't have silica, so it's not gonna flash back. This is the e.l.f. just translucent powder. This makes you look airbrushed, but will literally make you look like a ghost in flash photography. So I mean, I'm gonna keep both of them because this is good. Like, they have their purposes. This is good for like every day when you're not gonna be photographed. I also have this back here. This is the Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. See, it's like, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, it's not like it needs to be gotten rid of. I'm gonna get rid of it because I feel like I tried it once and it broke me out. And I have something else that I like that's newer, so we're getting rid of that. Then I have these products in here, which are ones that I honestly don't use a lot, and that's why they're here. First, I have the NYC, let's see, the Sunny Bronzer. Oh gosh, you know, it's one of those things where I'm like, do I ever use this? Literally no. Like, it hasn't ever really been used. I don't know. I feel like my collection's small enough where, like, if I have a few products like this, it's fine because I don't have a collection of things that are like, oh, well, maybe I'll use it, and it's literally like 10 bronzers. I don't know. I'll hold on to that for now. The other things are these Stila blushes. Gosh, I feel so bad for not using these. I don't know if I've ever used them. There's Petunia and Lilium. Oh, I don't know. They're just so, like, greasy. I mean, like, look how pigmented that is, but you know what? I'm never gonna use those. They're going away. If I haven't used them now, they're never gonna be used. Now, these, on the other hand, I'm so sad about these that they discontinued them. They're the Becca Beach Tint Shimmer Soufflés. I have Papaya Topaz and Watermelon Moonstone. These are a total obsession. I love them, especially in the summertime. Oh my gosh, these are like my favorite things ever. I also have these two hand-me-down eyeshadows. They're the L'Oreal Infallible. This one is in 607 Blinged and Brilliant and 341 Strawberry Blonde. I'm actually going to keep both of these. This one is really pretty. It's like it has like a really pretty pink shift. I don't even know if it's going to pick it up. It has a really pretty pink shift. I don't have anything else like it, so I'm going to hold on to it. It is actually really pretty. And then this one is like it's so basic, but I don't know, I just love it so much. So I'm going to hold on to those. Now we're moving on to this section. I'm going to start with highlighters. I barely have any, so this isn't that exciting. I have Champagne Pop, which I really like. I use this a ton in the summer. It's a little dark for me when I'm really fair in the winter, but I'm gonna keep that. I love it. I also have MAC's Soft and Gentle, and this is one that, I don't know, like, I honestly don't use it a lot because I feel like it's too dark, but I was just playing with it and I actually don't think it would be that dark on me, even right now. Like, it doesn't seem, when I look at it directly in the light, I mean, I don't think it's any darker than Champagne Pop in terms of depth, so I'm gonna keep it and play with it. I mean, like I said, I have 3 highlighters, so I'm not worried about things like this. This declutter is more for like my lip products and kind of like forgotten things. The only other kind of powders like that I have are in this Hourglass palette. This is the Ambient Light palette. I love this. I've recently started using Dim Light as a bronzer, and I know you're like, are you kidding me? That's like an all-over face powder. Yeah, well, I'm super, super fair. So like, you know, you can actually see it on my skin. So I've been liking that. In the summer, I love Radiant Light as a bronzer. And then Incandescent Light, you can see I have pan on it. That's like my winter highlight. It's kind of like a more subtle choice. But yeah, so keeping that, absolutely love it. I've had it for a long time and have been using it very consistently. And I mean, it's still going strong, so I think I got my money's worth for sure. I have some other blush products in this Z palette. I have Hoola. These are Benefit powders that again are way, way, way embarrassingly old. I have Hoola, a repressed, oh gosh, is that Sugar Bomb? Gosh, this is a struggle. Coralista and Dallas. I'm gonna get rid of this. That is like, no. I love Coralista. I don't know about the bronzer situation. I just never wear bronzer. But I mean, I have recently, so I don't know. I'm not gonna get rid of it right now. I think I'm gonna keep those. I also have this NYX blush that was a hand-me-down. It's in Dare. I don't even think you can get it anymore, but I absolutely love it. There's a teeny, teeny bit of pan in the center. This was pre-loved, so that's not all my doing, but I do really like this. And then the only other individual blushes I have are two Tarte ones. This is Achiote. I don't know if that's how you say it. These are so stiff, they're gonna take forever to use. That's what that one looks like. It's a little deeper. And then Doll Face, which I really like and have been using recently. It's just like a nice light pink. Yeah, pale pink. And I like both of those. I don't use this one as much because I feel like I reach for this one more. I don't know. And see, then this is the struggle. I have this Lorac Unzipped Cheek Palette that I like never use. Okay, the lighting in here is so screwed up. What is the problem? I honestly don't know what's going on with the lighting because it's so bright in here and everything seems like it looks right, but this is what the palette looks like, I would say. And here are the swatches of the blushes. That looks more true to color, but I mean, oh, I think I'm gonna get rid of this. It's just not something that I'm liking. I might give it to my mom. She blasts through blush, so I think she might like this, but I mean, this Unapologetic color, wow, it's so soft and pretty, but I mean, look how like bronzy that is. But I'm never gonna reach for that over other things, so I'm gonna put that to the side. Now, this is gonna be really boring because I don't think I'm gonna get rid of any of my eyeshadows. I don't have a lot. As you can see, they're all in here. I'm gonna take out my big palettes first. I have the Naked 3, which I really like. I have the Lorac Pro 1, which I really, really, really like. And the Pro 2. Again, this is like a total favorite. Love both of those. And then I have the Lorac Unzipped palettes. I have started using this one a bit more, the Unzipped Gold. It's so pretty. I mean, this shade, stunning. And I like this light gold shade. I don't have really anything else like it. Out of all of my palettes, I think, I mean, just the original Unzipped. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of this. I have the the Urban Decay one, the Naked 3 palette, and I just don't like the formulation of this as much. So I'm gonna get rid of that. man, both of the Lorac palettes hit the dust, or bit the dust. Wow, hit the dust. Gosh. Now, I have some hand-me-down products. I'm going to hold on to those for a second. I have back here, talk about an oldie. This is the Coastal Scents 88 palette. I feel like I can't get rid of this. Like, I know that's a problem. I'm gonna hold on to it just because, like, it doesn't take up any space and, like, I don't know, you know? I might have a need for it. I don't have any other colored eyeshadows, so I use it for, like, Halloween and stuff like that, so whatever. It's not causing me, like, mental clutter or anything, so I'm fine with it. Now, these three palettes are ones that were hand-me-downs. I have the Kat Von D Ladybird palette, which has some nice mattes. I don't know, I just don't reach for it. I reach for my other mattes. I'm gonna put that to the side. I mean, that's just how it is. And then I have two sleek palettes. This is the original. And then I have the, what is this? The Sunset. I don't get that. I feel like I just want to keep these because I don't have anything else like it. And I know that's like not a healthy thing, but at the same time, it's like I really don't have anything like this. Like all of these super, super warm tones, I don't have anything like that. And I've wanted to get into more makeup like that. And then these blues, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna hold on to them because when I have used them, I've actually really liked them, but I just haven't experimented as much. And like I said, like, I don't know, I'm just not too worried. And then I have this little ColourPop palette. It has 4 shadows. I need to use this more. Now, the fact that they're separated like this makes it a lot harder for me to use them. And one thing I have really, really wanted to do for months now is take all of my eyeshadows and put them in magnetized like Z palettes, because I find that I am very much someone who uses a palette. Like, I'm a palette girl. If I have the Lorac palette on my counter, I'm only going to use these colors. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm going to do this look and then pull in this random color from another palette or a single or something like that. I like everything to just be in one place. So I feel like if I was to depot all of my shadows and put them in like color order where it would make sense, then I could do just more cohesive looks and like mix and match things more, but also declutter a lot of things. Like in this palette, for example, I never use these shades, so I could get rid of those, or, you know, just shades that I never use, so it would pare it down even more, but it would also be more user-friendly. So I'm so scared of doing it because I know there will be casualties and I don't want to ruin the shadows that I love. Because I know it wouldn't be like, oh, whoops, I cracked the navy shade that I'm literally never going to use. It would be like my favorites. I just know that's how it would be. But I know I would love that a lot, so maybe that'll be like a summer project or something like that. I just had lunch and put on a sweatshirt, so that's why I look different. But I've decided to stop the declutter after I go through these things because my lip products, it would be like way too long. So I'm going to split that. So if you just want to see the lip product declutter, that'll be my next video. But I wanted to go over these products up here. And you know what? I could probably scrap every single one of them and not feel bad about it. And honestly, I might do that. So, okay, I put everything else back in my collection, and I just love the way it looks. Like, I took out this. These are all the products I'm getting rid of so far. This makes me so satisfied. But I love this because all of my makeup is visible now. Besides my lip products, which is fine, like it's different, but all of my powder products are visible. So it just makes it so much easier to pick out what you want to use. Nothing's hidden. But so this top part of this acrylic thing comes out, and so it has a lipstick organizer thing and then a miscellaneous. And we're just gonna go through this. So the first thing is this trio again that I talked about. I'm really on the fence about this. This is so old, but it works so well. I'm gonna put it to the side. Okay, these have gotta go. Maybelline Color Tattoos, literally never use them. I have Creamy Beige, which is like a taupe color. You'll see, these are so dried out. Like I never use cream products like that. I have Barely Branded, like a light gold, so dried out. And I know you can revive them, but like I don't use them. And then I have Bad to the Bronze, which I think was my sister's maybe or something. I don't know. Yeah, no, don't need any of those. Then I have, like, where did this even come from? A concealer pencil. I think that it says Hard Candy Glamouflage, so it must have come with my concealer. Yeah, literally I've never used that. Then I have these 3 liners, which I'm more on the fence about. They're the NYX glitter liners. I think out of all of them, I have a blue, a kind of like pinky peach color, and then the gold. I think out of all of these, I'd keep the gold because I do like this one. But these, like, when am I ever going to use either of these? Actually, never. Then I have more cream shadow sticks. As you saw, I have the yogurt pencil from whatever, NYX, and it's kind of similar to this middle shade. I do like it though, and I do use it. I also have Cottage Cheese, which is kind of more of like a shimmery white. That's like the worst place to swatch it. I don't need it. I have Milk, and that works better. I have this CoverGirl shadow base. I just find that it's greasy and I never use it, so getting rid of that. And then I have this. It's the Bobbi Brown taupe stick. And I'm going to keep this actually because it's really little and I think I could actually use it up. Basically, why I'm keeping these things is that in the summertime, I like doing a really fresh, just very basic look. So I'll use like a cream blush and just something like this all over the lid, like really, really basic. And I mean, I don't mind having three things. Like, I feel satisfied with this. And then we've got this. It's called the 10 Million Colored Eyeliners That You Never Use collection. I'm gonna pull the black and the brown. I mean, I have like, is there even any product in that? Nope, that's totally dried out. That makes my decision easier. See, some of these I do feel bad about because they're beautiful, but I mean, I just don't use them. Like these blues and greens, they're old and I just don't use them. I have a nude pencil that I never use. I was gonna say I'll keep it, but I feel like it's too dark or something. You know, just whatever. Not using that. And this silver, like, no, I'm not even gonna consider it. This is really old and it's so pretty. It's the Bountiful Brown by MAC, but I feel like it's just dry and there's other things that I like better. I have the Urban Decay Ransom. It's really old. It's so pretty, but like, I never wear eyeliner to begin with, so when am I ever going to use a colored liner? Another blue, this Buxom blue that's really pretty. But again, yep, never going to use that. The only one I think I'm gonna keep that's kind of a semi-duplicate is a Buxom one. So this is the Mr. Bang liner from ColourPop. It's a pretty deep brown actually. And this is the Buxom one. It's in Come Over. Wow, it's like flattened, so clearly I've used it. You know what? Now I don't. Now I'm not even sure. You know what? Nope, I'm not gonna get rid of it. I'm not gonna keep it. I just don't need it. I have a black and a brown. I gotta say, the Buxom liners, they're really nice. That's the black one. So I'm keeping those two. That feels really like freeing and satisfying. So these are all the cream eye products that I have. This makes me feel really, really good. I mean, look, I cleared out this whole entire section. That's satisfying. Now I can put like those eyeshadows there, and then everything else has a place. I'm really, really happy about this so far. I mean, look at all the things I'm getting rid of. Oh, this feels so good. I hope you enjoyed this video. My lip products one is gonna be next. That'll be fun, but also really, really hard. I'm very happy with this. Like, this makes me feel so much better, and that like if I reach for something in here, I know I'm gonna love it. Like, some of these products are ones that I'm like, well, you know, I might only use it this time or in the summer or, you know, for particular looks. But I know that when that time comes, the things that I'm gonna like choose from are things that I really like. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you have decluttered recently, and your thoughts on decluttering and all that. But yeah, hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.